Invite sent. Stream starting.
Warning. Warning. Main bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
Invite sent. Was sent? It was sent. And I need to... Did you get that? Hello? Hello? Come on, where'd the mouse go? Where did the mouse go? There you go.
Ah, you ready?
Yep, sent you an invite. Where is that path? Where's that? Where is it? Just on Z drive. Okay. Okay, where is my channel? Oh, come on. Go. Why is it watching the ads? I don't care about the ads. There we go. Okay. Now I can see chat. Now I can cause trouble. It's not easy being the hero of the inner sphere.
What?
It's not easy being the hero of the inner sphere. It's just not.
Well, it's easy when you're not the hero of the inner sphere. It's hard when you are. For sure.
Yes, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. There's lots of different ways to look at it. Okay, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by to be disappointed. Still don't think my color balance is right, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that tonight. So how you doing? I can pay attention to you now. How are you doing? You're not even there. McFish, don't do that to me. McFish, don't do that to me. Happy to do it. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Can I get there from... I only have one monitor right now, so I have to kind of swap. After this match, I'll go grab it.
What?
McFish redeemed a mech of death. It's got a lot of nerve.
Oh, what are you gonna play?
I don't know. I can't click on it because I'm searching. Well, I could click on it over here, but then I won't be able to see it.
I will click on it. He's asking you to play a
Arctic Cheetah.
ACHC, Arctic Cheetah.
ER medium
Laser
lasers.
build.
I can do that. I can do 5 lasers. Nice back shot mech, maybe. From a distance, I like that. Oh, I'll need some skills though, McFish. You know it's true.
I didn't see the Mech of Death though. I just saw him linking it.
Yeah, he put it in there right above that in chat. McFish, you should just come in here and drop with me. Teach me your ways. Take the skills from the Hunchback 2CA. Okay. Ha! Here's somebody did an old hard drive mod, turned it into a variable speed disc sander for doing, like, you know, miniature building and sanding and stuff for miniature things. That's great. I wonder what they should have done is put like a diamond oxide coating on it or something, some sort of diamond surface, so they could basically not have to worry about changing it all the time. I didn't look at the mod, but that's a good DIY. You bought a table saw, deployed and used. Now I have new stairs. Wow. Wow, did you build did you already have a chop saw, or did you do all the cross cutting on the table saw too? What? Tell me more. Inquiring minds want to know more. Would you like to know more? Yes. I have a radial arm saw. Okay. Well, you could have ripped it on the radial arm saw if you don't mind ripping your arm off now and then. Those things always scared the death out of me, or scared me to death, or whatever. We had one. I had a Craftsman one that was actually a very good radial arm saw, and I did a lot of work with it. It just felt so dangerous having that blade up there above the table all the time. Technically, no, it's not a chop saw because you can rotate it, you know, parallel with the flow of the direction of the wood. Chop saw, you can't really do that. You can angle cuts like you can on a radial arm saw, but they're definitely different named tools for that reason. What kind of table saw did you get? Like a big one, or like a contractor kind of thing? Do you like doing woodworking? You must if you built your own stairs. And that's not building a staircase is not a beginning project, really, especially if it's an interior staircase that needs to be all finished and tight and clean and beautiful. That's a lot of detail work that most people can't handle. So kudos. Good job. I mean, maybe it's terrible, but it's still a good job.
You got a photo, McFish?
Send us a photo. The guy who's doing my bathroom remodeling has done a lot of staircases, and he worked in Hollywood as a set carpenter. But he's also done spiral staircases and spiral, handrails and all the balusters and everything going around up in a loop. That's some work. That's not super easy to do. A lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people don't even know how to start laying that out. I would have to really go look up the best way to do it, because I've never done a spiral staircase. I've done staircases
Reactor
before.
Online. Sensors online.
Fairly
Weapons
involved
online.
ones, but
All systems
a
nominal.
spiral staircase seems like a lot of work.
This is command. Eliminate
And you can
all
just
enemies,
glue the
no man
banister
in the
upright and then route it. I could do that. That's what I would do, but or you could bend it, I suppose. But getting it bent right so that you have the bottom of it always level, going across it to the floor, so all your balusters and stuff go in correctly. That's some more work. You want to make sure. That's why gluing it up is easier. Because if you were to bend it, getting that bend perfect down there can be tough. And you have to make a form anyway, so you might as well make a form and glue it up, and then it's going to be strong too. I cheated on the stairs, so just use a cover material called... Oops, I hit the wall, McFish. Oops. I'm lost. I'm trying to read chat and it's bashing into things. Drax is like shaking his head at me. He's like, oh my gosh, here he goes.
It was a bit of a dumber kind of situation.
I know, right?
I'm not really sure what you're trying to do there, but okay.
I was trying to read the chat and drive at the same time.
Target spotted.
Didn't work out so well for me.
I mean to put some...
I feel like I'm going to get shot coming down here.
Oh, look at that, forming up in D6. That's going to be fun.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Ouch, they're shooting me.
Target spotted.
All right.
Target spotted.
I've never heard of that particular. Is it just a pre-cut tread? Is that what it is? Is it made from real wood or particle board, or how is it made? I don't want to be shot at. I don't like when they shoot me. Can somebody make that stop?
Airstrike online.
All right.
Crimson, back up. You are tanking, dude. Get back.
Target spotted.
Oh, he's got a good shot there. Oops.
Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Not sure who I can shoot at this moment yet.
Target spotted. Affirmative.
Oh, maybe I can shoot at him.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Well, that wasn't a good shot.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Shoot! Not doing well.
It's coming through 4, 5 high ground.
Target spotted.
Airstrike activated. Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
You getting shots on there, Dark?
Target spotted.
Nope, not anymore. He went away.
Target spotted.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Traded a couple times. Everybody's leaving me now, it looks like. There's a guy right around the
Come
corner to
forward.
your right.
Target
Come forward,
spotted.
Dark.
All right.
Sorry.
Here, 4 up.
Target spotted.
Remember, I'm not as fast as you.
Target
Did you
spotted.
go down
Press
left?
Killed him.
down
Killed
there.
him.
Enemies are half depleted.
Oh,
Keep
oh.
pushing.
There's that Irby
Where? On you?
Experiencing some loss.
up on the hill.
Get
Target
sloppy
spotted.
out there.
on the right above you. I think I legged him.
Heat level critical.
Keep on shooting at him.
Spotted.
Target
will.
acquired. Heat level critical.
I love to kill an Irby. That's what they were made for.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
We've almost
Humpty
got them all.
dumpty dumpty
Clean up the
dum.
survivors.
Oh gosh, we're
spotted.
winning by a lot. I didn't realize that.
Target spotted.
Are they all down below now? Is there one up here still?
Command to ground
Wow.
forces. We're
I didn't even get to
detecting
kill
no
another
more
one.
hostiles.
I wanted to kill another one. Hey Don2, welcome. Well, I didn't do a lot of damage, but I got a kill. So it makes me feel good.
Nice.
Got a little help from you on that. Thank you. Probably a lot of help, I imagine. 8 kill assists. I guess I spread some damage around. That's good.
Some final kills on things.
You got 3 kills. Nice work there.
I did.
Holy cow.
Didn't do a lot of work to do it either, but I did.
You cleaned up for other people. That's good.
Pretty much. I didn't do much. Like 3/4 of that game. Like I just
Down to
until
the
like guy went. That's when I charged in and started killing shit.
I have to get down to I changed it 3 nights in a row and it keeps reverting back to nothing, and I don't want to change it every night, so I'm not sure what to do about it. Because I'm not going to remember to do it. Okay, I need to go to the mech lab and I need to get into what? An Arctic cheetah? I gotta get the link from my chat over here. No. Oh no, I got a little browser. Okay, we can get it here. And here. And here. Well, that link took me to Home Depot. Oh no, this is the stair covers. Okay. I'm thinking, wait a minute. That's not a mech up here. So is that a vinyl material? I didn't really read it. I just kind of clicked away real quickly. Share. Copy. And it is a ACHC. Okay, let's go back. A laminate stair tread reversible riser kit. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. I've never used those. I always used like oak or in the case of my front stairs, it's Doug fir. And then let's go to the mech lab, select a mech. Arctic cheetah. Loadout. Oh, this only has, what does this have? Targeting computer, double heat sinks, clan medium pulse lasers. This is got nothing in it, so this will be a nice little upgrade. There's that. And you said to get the skills from what the Hellbringer? Oh, the Hunchback 2CA. Okay. Select mech. Medium. Skills. Export. Sorry about the delay here, everybody. Copied and then go back to the Arctic Cheetah. It's complicated. I'm gonna have to paint it so I can find it again. Loadout, no skills. Import. There we go. Let's buy some SP. That'll be good. Yeah. There we go. And back to the loadout. Oh wait, yeah, my consumables. Let's do that. Got it. All right. I should do one other thing. Because I'll never find this again if I don't at least change the camo spec a little bit.
What are we doing, Doc?
Painting my mech.
Oh, painting the mech. Well, it's good to see that Fishy Ghost is alive and well.
Somebody's got to do it. If Fishy's not here, I'm going to have to make it happen. We can make it happen. Yeah, we can make it happen. I'm going to go orange. What's the... I guess that's the orange I'm going to go with. Everything else is going to be black. There's almost no orange on that at all. That's good. Saving it. Yep. Yep, save the changes. Save the changes. All right, here we go. We are lunching. Did I do the wrong one? Cancel. Wait, what do you mean? Did I miss it? Let's go back. Look at the mech. Isn't that the one this is, okay, let's go to loadout. That's the wrong one. McFish, why did you let me do the wrong one? Okay, let's try this again. Select mech. It's an Arctic Cheetah, isn't it? Arctic Cheetah A? I'm not looking at the dumb, I gotta go back to the other screen again. Darn it. Well, where's the... Oh, it's over here. ACHC. Okay, what did I search for? I don't know. ACH. That's what I looked for, I thought. C. Here it is. So I missed it all right. Thank you, McFish. Check the loadout. That's correct. Check the skills. That's still wrong. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully that's still the right thing. Yep. How about buy some SP? This is feel like we're doing this all over again, doesn't it? I'm just testing everyone's attention. You might think this is an instant replay, but it's not. All right, then I can go back to my weapon groups, consumables.
Are we searching it?
No, stop it. You know it's not the case.
Sorry, Fishy Ghost. I didn't realize how important it was.
It's a mecha death. I don't have a choice.
It's a mecha death. Oh, actually, that's how many points do I have?
Stop
How do I
it.
check how many points I've got?
Stop it. Don't think that way. It's a bad way to think. It's bad for you, actually. Bad.
I've only got 4,000 points, Stark. You're all right. You're fine.
Okay, good. Camo spec. Okay, I'm going to paint this one faster because now, well, now. Let's see. We're going to go black, black, black. Great. We're going to go back here and go orange. I'll go vibrant orange. Okay. And save. See how fast that was the second time around?
I was stunned. It was amazing.
It's a little stunt. Were you stunned or stunted?
Almighty.
Probably stunted, I imagine.
That was crazy, Dark. You're so quick at this.
I know. Nimble, quick.
You're an expert.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah,
Dirk
how did you get
Marauder.
so fast at doing that, Dark?
You know, a lot of it is repetition of doing the same thing once more.
Are you one of those heroes of the inner sphere type that has like minions that does everything for you?
Typically,
you know,
that's what I prefer. Yes. I liberate them so that they might serve me better.
Tell me something. Are they elves that live in the North Pole?
No, most of them live in Boston.
I was wondering. I was wondering why I got so crowded.
Yeah. Boston's a busy place. There's a whole cottage industry that's risen up about
Fake accents.
taking care of me with their fake accents.
Yeah.
Okay, DeWalt 10-inch table saw with rolling stand. Okay, so that's like a contractor. Those are nice little saws. .32-inch rip capacity. Yeah, it's nice. Cool. Don't say it seems serviceable, because that makes it sound like you have to take it in and get it fixed all the time. Maybe it's better to say it seems like it would be of good service. That's probably a better way to say it. I've got a Bosch one that's not even mine. It was my dad's, and I think he gave it to my sister and husband, and they've had it and not used it, and I grabbed it and used it for building the tiny house and the cottage remodel. But then I have a big cabinet saw in my garage that's a 3 horsepower 240 volt stationary big thing. That's what I normally use. But the little Bosch, which is exactly the same size pretty much as that DeWalt, and I would prefer to have the DeWalt over the Bosch, is a nice little saw. DeWalt makes a nice little 12-inch planer, too. It's like a 12.5-inch planer. Maybe it's a 13. And you can get, oh my gosh, you can get helical heads on it, so it cuts like butter. Super smooth and quieter and really, really nice. I have an old joiner planer from Hitachi that's a really nice unit, but it's a pain to change the blades on the joiner and the planer. And they both need to be changed because it's... I'm going to say it's 35 years old. And you can get helical heads for it. And then you have little teeny square cutters that you can put in with a screw. And then you can, when it gets chipped or dull, you can unscrew it, rotate it, and rescrew it. So they're indexed 4 different times you can use them. And then you don't ever have to pull the blades. You just get new ones and put new ones in. You don't have, it's just, they're automatically perfect. I want that, but we're talking $1,200, I think, just for the helical head for the planer, and another $800 or so for the joiner. It's crazy. I think you can buy the DeWalt version of the thing with, it doesn't have a planer, but it doesn't have a jointer, but it has a planer with the helical head for about $1,800, which is a steal. Previously, helical heads were only in like lumber mills, planing mills and stuff. Down to I have a big. I have a hammer, a big hammer. I have an 18 and a 24 ounce. I don't know where my 24 ounce, or maybe it's a 22 framing hammer. I also have a 5-pound sledge, and I have some rubber mallets. So I would probably guess that using the rubber mallets first on these monitors would be a longer term solution, but not by much. I have a lot of hammers because everything's a nail when you have as many hammers as I have. I had to make a thing. So my guy who's doing the remodeling for me, never paid anybody to do remodeling for me before, really. And since Effie's covering that, we thought we'd hire somebody, and it would be so much better because we'd be able to take care of Effie, not be stressing about remodeling and spending all my time remodeling and not able to get it done fast enough. We just hire somebody to come in and do it. Got a good bid, somebody who I'd seen some of his work. He does good work. I did not ask him because I never possibly imagined anybody could be slower than me at remodeling. I did not ask him how long it would take. I thought, oh, this is a 1 to 2 month job, and he was going to tear it out in a couple. He said in a day, which of course took 3 days, with him and a guy, and then he'd start, rebuilding things. Well, that was wrong. It was like 2 weeks of tear out, and then he started doing the plumbing, and the plumbing, he didn't do it the way that I would have done it, and now I'm like thinking I'm gonna have to go underneath there and fix a couple things, which I don't want to do. I'll make Jeremy do it if he comes back, if he ever comes back here, and if he'll let me make him do it. Anyway, we're going on 3 months now. Started the 14th of January, February, March, April. We're in May. So we're January 15th, yeah. March, April, May. So it's full 3 months, past 3 months. But he's still not done, and I don't know when he's going to get done. Anyway, when he was done roughing in the plumbing and stuff, he spent a day furring out 2x4s that maybe were set back in line from the other studs in the wall so that the wall would be flat, right? And he leveled out the floor. He did a good job leveling the floor out. I wanted him to beef it up more than he did. I wish he had, but oh well. I couldn't convince him that was necessary just because the customer wanted it. And then he furred out the ceiling above the shower and part of the room, the main room. My understanding, as someone who does remodeling for decades, is when you fur something out to make it level and square or flat, you make it level and flat. Evidently, that's not the common thing, because when he got all the sheetrock up, and then he got the he did put the sheetrock up, and then he got the Durarock, which is cement board for the tiles.
Online.
It goes
online.
from the left.
All systems.
From the right, it goes down about 1/4 of an inch, then it goes up about almost 1/2 inch, and then it goes down about 1/4 inch. So it ends up being almost level, but it's a zigzag S shape on the ceiling. And when he put the tile on the ceiling, it's not straight, it's zigzagged. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's like, well, that's just the way the ceiling is. And I'm thinking back, you spent a day furring that ceiling out, and you're telling me that's the best you could do? I didn't say that, but it's like, what's the point? What did you fur out? And then why hang your tile if it's that bad without filling in
It's a nice wiggly.
a couple of little fur strips for the tile to follow, and then fill that with your thin set, and fill out that with just a little bit thicker thin set there, and still make it flat.
Airstrike
So he had two
online.
opportunities to make it flat, and he missed them both. And he was okay with it. And then I said, look, I'm going to see that, but if we make sure that the rope trim bullnose that goes around the whole front of the shower on the sides and on the ceiling, if we make sure that that's straight and true across the ceiling and fill whatever gaps there are with thin set, and we'll just paint up to that, then at least the line will be straight and level, so that when we put the shower door metal bar that the glass slides on,
Target spotted.
when we hang that and it's level, you won't have a zigzag going on top of the ceiling that's accentuated by a black raised, ruler line underneath it by only 5 inches. He said, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I said, okay, because that'll cover up a lot of that,
Level
problem.
critical.
Make it not as obvious. I think I shouldn't be engaging these guys yet, right? And so I came in yesterday, and he left. He was done for the day, and he'd hung he'd hung all the little tiles right before that edge, and then he put the edge on the first one on the left, and by golly, it was crooked, slanting up a quarter of an inch over 8 or 9 inches of
Target
distance.
spotted.
Crazy, because it was following the ceiling. He just made it follow the ceiling. And I called him and I said, Doug, what in the heck? You said you were going to make that flat so it would be, straight going across the shower door hangs.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
And it's way out of level. You just follow the ceiling. He says, well, it's saying I'm going to do it and being able to do it are two different things. I said, well, it has to be level. And he said, well, I can't. This is way harder. There's way more than I bid on. It's like, well, he didn't really bid on it because he didn't pay attention to the bid at all that I handed him that he was matching. He just said, I can beat that. And so he was bidding against another bid,
Target spotted.
and he basically said he could beat it, but then he didn't really pay attention to what it was, right? And so,
Getting pushed to this corner.
but aside from that,
Target spotted.
why would, if you were a tile layer, why would you be satisfied with something that looked
Guys
that
over
way?
in,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Before, I don't know, killer.
I wouldn't be able to do it. My own sense of, quality and stuff would forbid me from walking away from that. I said, well,
Target spotted.
we've got to fix it. And so if that means I'm going to do it, then that's what's going to happen.
Heat level critical.
Ouch.
Heat
Target
level
spotted.
critical. Target destroyed. Heat
The group in
level
the center
critical.
pushing the center.
Uh-oh, I shut down. Oops, this thing's hot.
Surround them and
Who
kill
would have
them.
thought? How about we turn on the
Override
override
engaged.
engaged? Okay, let's go get him over here.
That was my last one, Doc. I'm gonna go back to
Heat
Kingdom Come.
level critical.
You're going to do what? Back to
Override
Kingdom Come?
Target
down.
spotted.
Go back to Kingdom Come Deliverance.
That's everyone over here.
Override shut down.
Hey, did I get a kill?
Link destroyed.
Target spotted.
Ouch, somebody
did.
just
You
ripped
did
off
kill.
my... Oh, someone killed me. I guess I can't stand there very long. Okay, I got a kill. I need to change up my weapons to have maybe groups. That'd be good. I would fire them on the spot for that. Well, sure you would, Hellbringer, but it took me 6 months to find somebody who would even give me a bid. So I don't... And I fire him on the spot, and how much do I pay him? Well, I don't know, but I'm still not done. So anyway, I said, listen, I'll make... And so I had suggested making a beam that was cut with a groove in it that you could put the bullnose in upside down, and then lift that up into the mud, fill in where it was lacking. It's going to ooze out in other places, and then scrape it off on the sides and let it set before you take the beam down. Support the beam with a couple sticks on either end, and presto changeo. And he said, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so he didn't do that. Instead, he did it terribly. So I ripped it down And then I made the jig to do it. And then he got here this morning, and I showed him it, and it's basically, I don't know if he's ever done this or not. I hadn't used this technique until last year.
New target
But
acquired.
people, woodworkers, sometime in the last 5 or 10 years that I hadn't been paying attention, they started taking painting
New target
blue tape or
acquired.
green tape, masking tape, easy removal masking
Grip
tape,
of Hercules, is it?
and it doesn't leave residue and stuff, and they will put that on a surface of wood, and then they'll put it on the other surface that you want to attach the two together and hold them well. And then you put a little bit of super glue and use an activator that makes it go off quick. You put the two pieces together and presto changeo, in 10 seconds it's fixed. And you can cut things together and keep them all together perfectly without clamps or nails or anything like that.
Critical damage.
Or hold them in place till glue sets up. And it's really great. And then when you're done, you pull them apart. And the glue doesn't stick super hard to the tape. Or if it does, it pulls the tape up because the tape doesn't stick super hard to the wood. And you can just separate them and pull the tape off and you're done. So if you roll that onto the rope bullnose and you put it into the trough and you put 2 dabs on one end on either side of the trough and 2 dabs on the other end, and then you put the bullnose in there, shabam, it just holds it. And then you put the next one in, the next one in, the next one in, the next one in, and then they're all perfectly lined up and ready to go. Put your mud on them, or put your mud up on the ceiling, or some both. Then you stick it up there with a stick on both ends to your height that you've pre-marked with a pencil, and scrape off the excess and let it sit for a couple hours, and it's done. Just leave it on all night and take it off, and then morning it's not going to come down.
All right, Doc, thanks for the drops.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. Thanks for putting up with the slowness of it all, waiting for me to get done with my little chores there. And my painting and my building the wrong mech twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a pleasure.
I'm sure it was.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm going to run this baby again. There's nobody here dropping with me, though. What's the deal? McFish, you should come help me. Nothing. He didn't do it right. He spent... Well, the other thing is, he only comes over for about 3 or 4 hours a day. And then some weeks, he's had lots of engine trouble with his rig. He hasn't come for days or a whole week at a time. So I'm sure he's thinking this job is dragging on forever, but he's only working about 1/3 time. And he could have been done a month and a half or 2 months ago. If he'd been working 8 hours a day, he could have been done, maybe not in a month, but he could have been done in a month and a half. And he's a little older than me, and his body hurts, and maybe he just doesn't want to work more than that. But I didn't ask him, oh, will this be a year-long project? It just never occurred to me that someone who does this for other people and charges quite a bit of money, less than the other bid by far, but still quite a bit of money, wouldn't actually just want to get it done so they could move on and make more money. But he doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry. And it's like, I probably would have not have started it with him if I'd known that was going to be that long. Because it's just stressful for Jennifer. But we're close enough now, I just want to get it done, right? There's another red flag. Tell the dude to get his act together, get the job done. Hellbringer, I'm too nice a guy. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Kodo, you came to save me.
Oh,
Are you going to drop with me?
yep,
What a guy. What a guy.
indeed.
I'm in an Arctic cheetah doing poorly.
Arctic cheetah? What's you doing there?
Well, McFish dropped a mech of death on me.
How generous of him.
Well, I don't mind dealing with the other foibles, but when it has to be straight, it's got to be straight, because we're going to look at it for the next 20 years. I'm not going to let it be a zigzag on the ceiling. That's just insane. And I honestly don't know how he could let it be that way, because he takes pride in his work, right? It's like, yeah, but that's not good. That's bad. I'm gonna put a warhorn on this because I did make a kill, and I feel like, you know, I should get the acoustic reward. I won't go through them all.
Hi, Albringer. Hi, McFish.
Yard sale? That's yard sale?
Destroyed.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, I got to buy that. Aren't there some? How about only warhorns owned? This will be a much shorter list. I'm going to go kill confirmed. That's the way. There we go. That was the fastest selection of a warhorn I've ever done. I know, Stalker, that's what it sounds like, an evil yard sale warhorn with a bunch of cursed ancient artifacts. Come and get them. Okay, there's that, and then we're going to go back to home, and I need to send an invitation.
It's done. I've joined you.
What? Okay. Hellbringer, are you going to join me? Because I'm only going to drop for another half hour. Okay. I understand that you are not going to answer me. Here we go. Dum dum dum.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-bum. Dum. Ba-da-dum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. And I like the guy. I'm telling you the crazy stories. There's lots of stuff he does well. So it's not like he's a complete failure. He's really good at a lot of stuff. Okay, River City. I'm going River City.
All right.
Yeah, looks like River City might have a good chance here. I'm going to set this up in 2 groups, but I'll try to always alpha McFish, and then if I just get real hot and I still want to poke a little bit to scare them away, then I'll try the other thing, alternating. But I realized from running that I get a few shots that I need to cool down. Got to run away, and I got to run faster. It looks like. Trying to get the energy up to run down to the gas station and get something to eat. It's not good that you're going to the gas station to get your food. Going to get food daily every other day. And you can't use freezer stuff. You could get just a cooler with an ice block to keep some stuff, right? Like milk and butter and stuff. Nothing else is open. Yeah. Can you take the fridge out of your place and bring it into your other place until you can get that working? Because you've got power there, right? Or is it hard? Is it bolted in? It's probably bolted in. Just call me dead. Does your fridge work in your existing trailer? The new one is way too big. It wouldn't fit through the door. Yeah, does your old one work? Did it die? I know that trailer's kind of on its last legs, right? Legs being a metaphor for wheels. Even though that's probably not a good metaphor.
Reactor online.
My daughter is
Sensors
moving away on
online.
Tuesday.
Weapons online.
I am not happy about this.
systems
Jennifer is
manual.
spending an inordinate amount of time in tears. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm sure I'm going to cry a lot when she leaves. I'm just trying to avoid thinking about it.
She's flying off the coop.
She's going to go live in Virginia for a year. Her boyfriend's there. They're pretty serious. She's trying to decide if she's going to marry him or not. He wants to marry her, but he doesn't want to, push her to make a decision fast. And we said, you guys have been dating for 2 years. You've been going back and forth, spending a month or two in each location to be together, and that's great. But if you're going to be able to make up your mind, you need to spend more time together. So one of you needs to bite the bullet and, be there or be here. And she decided she didn't want to make, he's got a good job, and she didn't want to make him
Airstrike online.
move, and she can work there. She works at Starbucks. There's a Starbucks there that loves to have her when she comes. So she decided she'd go, which is a really brave thing for her. Kudos to her. I might have to ground her, but because she's very introverted and she has a lot of anxiety, and she like when something needs to be done, she just makes it happen, and so it's great. I'm really proud of her. I just don't want her to go. I'm gonna have to ground her.
Airstrike online.
Should I tell her I'm gonna ground her, or just ground her before she gets on the plane and say, sorry, you're grounded, can't go? That's what I should do. There's a lot of lasers on this. I kind of forgot how many lasers there are.
We go there by plane.
She's gonna go by plane, yeah. Do I want these all like spread out? I don't know. We'll see what happens when I fire them, right? Oh, that's left on the top left. All right. This is...
My brother,
Yeah?
my big brother, he go see my nephew who studies in the Massachusetts. That's a 7 hours away drive.
How come it's never... Hang on a second.
And
How
they're
come it's never
going-
easy to figure out which ones these are? I never have that in my brain.
Target spotted.
And the next day, they're going to a 4-hour drive to go to Princeton University, so he can try to enlist there.
It's your big brother? He didn't know if he was going to get in or not?
My nephew's son.
No, but he didn't know if he was going to get into Princeton.
No,
He just
my
went.
brother's son. Sorry.
Target spotted. Need assistance. Target spotted.
There's a mech over here. I'm going to go deal with him.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I don't really know what I'm doing in this thing. It seems to be
Target spotted.
sluggish on the jump jets. I'm pretty damaged. I don't know why I'm just am. I don't think we killed that Herbie, did we?
Fuel at 25%.
Oh, that didn't work. Whoa, is there a mech just above me? Is that where he's at? Shoot. No good here, am I? Can't get up there. Gotta jump
Target
sooner.
Enemy forces at 75%.
Sorry.
Incoming missile. Left torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Ow.
Left
Oh,
torso
oh.
destroyed.
Oh,
Right
that hurt.
arm destroyed.
The enemy has
Heat
started to
sink
chip away
destroyed.
at us. Stay frosty.
I'm limping along now.
Fuel at 25%. Heat level.
Oh no. Shut down right in front of him. That was bad. It died 4 years ago. It's outside under a tarp. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We're half down. Don't let the hostiles
Hellbringer,
take
are
out
you
any more of you.
feeling better yet? Are you still fighting that bug?
Heat sink destroyed. Target acquired.
This Thunderbolt. How many tons is a Thunderbolt? Are they like 80
acquired.
tons? Or I don't remember. Do you know, Kodo?
Jaws of defeat are closing in around us.
Those jaws of defeat, man.
New target acquired. Left torso destroyed. Autocannon ammo destroyed.
Oh, no.
LRM destroyed.
This guy's weaponless now.
Heat level.
Ouch.
This is clan
They
command.
dispatched us handily. If I feel way better. I feel way better, but it's still lingering a bit. Yeah. Have you been able to get out and do anything yet, or are you just kind of still wimpy? I don't mean to say you're wimpy, but you know what I mean. Wimpiness. Longbow Blue. Man. 11:55. Nice work. I did not do so well. I'm going to get back on my charger. I think McFish has embarrassed me enough. I think I'm going to paint this a little bit differently before I do that real quickly. Back. Mech Lab. Camo spec. So I can find it again. Color. Owned. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it red. And we'll make this red. That's kind of nice. Okay, we'll save that. And then, yes, it's changed. Yes, we want to save it because that's what we did, is we changed it so that we could save it. Where's my charger? Clear down there. Golly, I must have a lot of mechs. 489 mechs. That's a lot of mechs. I've run about 30 of them is all probably. Here we go. Chunk. Not done much. Been raining a lot. Oh, we've had beautiful weather this week. I'm probably gonna have to mow the lawn again. I don't mind mowing the lawn actually. It's just I've got so many other things to do. And if I have a moment to do something that needs to get done and I have to go mow the lawn, it feels like it's like going backwards. I have an unread message from Jessica. I should find out what that is. Survey says oh. That's just a picture she sent me earlier. All right. Dum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. However, the good news is that Jennifer's brother from Portland is going to come down. No, Steve from Wisconsin or Minnesota, Wisconsin, is going to come and spend 10 days here with Effie so that we can go out of town and we're going to go visit Jeremy and meet his parents in Virginia. So that'll be really fun. We haven't ever been to Virginia, or maybe Jennifer has, but I haven't. And I'm just a, Virginia cavalryman at heart from John Carter. But I'd love to see it, and it'd be fun to meet them, and it'll just be fun to get away and not have to worry about Effie all the time. So that'll be great. That's coming up in June. I don't think I'll be streaming from there. So I'll be gone for 10 days. It's possible. I wonder if you can bundle up I suppose I could bundle up a stream package with all your overlays and everything for XSplit, and then he doesn't have XSplit, he's got OBS. I'd have to bring all my files with me and stuff. Seems like a hassle. I just want stream. I suppose I could record some streams and then not publish them until later. Like I could do that. What's that?
Get a game?
We got the game. We got the game. We got maybe. It looks like Grimplexes. Oh no, Emerald Vale. Turned around at the last moment. Dun 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 dun. It's 54 outside, and it is 17 minutes after 11 here in the Great Pacific Northwest. And a little bit of snowfall never hurt anyone. That's right. Little flash blizzard for the weather here. Don't worry, it'll melt off quickly. You have a snow button, you have to push it now and then. That's all I have to say. Oh, I didn't order. I was going to order something today and I didn't do it. Bum 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 bum. Oh. Okay, I'm sleepy. It's true. Got up and had lunch with our stockbroker, who's also a great guy, and we always, whenever we're with him, we always wish, why don't we spend more time with him, because he's a super great guy. And we had been saving some money, and we thought, we should just put some of this into some stocks. It's just not making anything of interest or anything where we got it. And so I was thinking I'm going to buy some NVIDIA stock and probably some Tesla stock. Tesla's down right now, so it's kind of a better bargain than it's been, a better deal.
Reactor
and NVIDIA's
online.
got a lot of good products coming out, so
Sensors
that could be really
online.
good for AI stuff
Weapons
too, and processors.
All systems nominal.
And I think we're going to get some.
Fleet command coming in.
Lululemon, which is a women's apparel company that's doing super well. And Smuckers. I'm just giving you my stock picks. I had no idea that Smuckers makes 30% of their income comes from pet food,
25%.
snacks and health treats and stuff. 30%. And then 30% of something else that they do that is their income. It's like their main supplier of. And they're undervalued right now.
Target spotted.
So their price is low, but they pay good dividends and they grow well.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Oh shoot! I was not quick enough on the draw for that baby.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
Plink,
spotted.
plink, plink, plink. Don't be plinking at me, little urban mech.
Target spotted.
Don't really know where I'm going. What's the haps in D3, guys? Are there a bunch of them over there just lulling around, or there's nobody there?
Target spotted. Target
Airstrike
spotted.
online.
All right, I'm gonna come around.
Target spotted. Target
Come around and
spotted.
play with these guys with them. He didn't like that, I'll bet.
Target spotted.
Go ahead, jump again, I dare you.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Airstrike activated.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Airstrike
Target
online.
spotted.
I don't know why they're beating us so badly already.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Fuel at
Target
25%.
spotted. Target
Left
spotted.
sub critical damage. Heat level critical.
Thanks for the help there. Thanks for the help, guys. You saved my bacon.
Target spotted.
Right leg critical damage. Left torso critical
Target
damage.
spotted.
Yeesh.
Fuel at 25%.
Ouch.
Airstrike
Target spotted.
Right leg destroyed. Center torso
Oh,
critical
ow,
damage.
ow. Excuse me. Well, 331. Nah, not great.
Need assistance.
Pictish Wolf. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Pictish Wolf. Long time no see. Good to see you.
Destroyed. New target.
You forgot to assign a group 1 of your lasers in that last match. Well, I didn't know which. I did set a group to 1, I thought, but I didn't really get I wanted to go left and right, and I never know
Acquired.
where the weapons are mounted, and so I set them up, and it's like, oh, that's wrong. Then I play them, and that's wrong. And so I just need to do like one at a time and test it. It's just dumb, but I didn't want to take the time because they're in a match. But yeah. I would have overheated more often, that's true. Yeah, I wanted left and right poking ability with it, and I just didn't get that set up. I ran it because I had a Mecha Death that somebody used on me, so I kind of had to run it. I'm not usually a good light pilot. But I think I could maybe get used to that because I like medium lasers. It's a really, glass cannon, super fragile, ballistic.
New target.
It's
acquired.
expialidocious. You should come drop with me, Pictish.
To all surface troops.
Warning.
I can't. I'm only going to do maybe one more tonight. But
Warning.
come again and
Missile.
kill Mechs with me.
Critical damage.
That's it. Pack it up. The hostiles are taking control of the target.
And if you were hoping that I've improved since you last played with me, you're in for a major disappointment. And that hasn't really happened. Especially you can tell on this match. Well, I mean, at 333, that's like average, I guess. 350, if you can do that, is good, right? You kind of held your own. I didn't hold my own enough to help us win. That means I helped us lose. Don't have a PC. I've been thinking about trying to get it working on my Steam Deck. Is the Steam Deck, that's a standalone gaming platform that Steam came out with, right?
It's
Will it work?
a handheld device, just like a
Oh,
Switch.
okay, handheld, yeah. Do you think it would play on that? Will it run a
You can
Windows
play
game?
on that.
Wow.
You can play any Steam game.
What?
Well,
Does
most
it
of them.
Does it run a Windows OS on it, or just doesn't need it
No,
for what
it has
it's doing?
its own proprietary Steam OS.
But it'll run a game coded to run under DirectX.
Yeah,
and
it's based on Linux, so you can play games.
Wow. I haven't really ever looked at those because the only gaming I do is this game pretty much. I would like to play some others. I just never have time to do it. And even I like MechWarrior 5, but I've had so much trouble with my PC the last year that's been a no-go. Okay, last drop. Dun, dun, dun. Play mostly puzzle games nowadays. Pictish, it's a puzzle that I can still play this game at all. That's the big enigma. So I'm constantly in a puzzle game. Jennifer used to like that. Oh gosh, it was on her iPad. And you basically waited tables and cooked food at a restaurant. And she really liked it because she's fast at that kind of stuff, and she actually likes waiting tables. She's a great piano player and musician and music teacher and director and all those kinds of things, but she loves doing task-oriented things. So she's tearing this thing up, getting super high scores on it. Then they changed it, so now you have to manage the till and manage the employees and do all this other stuff that's not fun, so she didn't play anymore. Oh, I spent the last 3 days replacing the shock and struts of my car. Could not be a mechanic. Oh, I can do mechanic stuff. I just don't like it. I don't mind getting dusty with woodworking at all. But I don't like grease everywhere and oil everywhere and under your fingers and fingernails and getting it out of your hands and stuff. And I'm mechanically inclined. I can do that. I just don't like it. So I totally get that. I'd rather build a new engine out of wood than to repair a steel and oil-covered engine. That doesn't sound like a good thing to do. I used to do all my brakes and oil changes and stuff. And when I had a Volkswagen Bug, I used to do all the valve adjustments and, whatever needed to be done, replace things and stuff. But I I don't like
Reactor
it. I don't like
online.
it. And I just did a full tune-up on my
Sensors
truck
online.
last summer.
Weapons
It was not
online.
running well. And this is the dumb thing, okay?
All systems nominal.
It's a Ford Ranger, 2004 XLT Ford Ranger. It's a pretty nice truck. And it was starting to not start after just random times. It would, it seemed like it was getting vapor lock. But what people tell you is that it's fuel injected, so you don't get vapor lock. Okay. So then they say, well, it's the, there's an emergency reset,
Fuel
safety
at
switch, fuel
25%.
reset. So it disengages the pump if you get, say, turned over in an accident, so that the fuel pump can't leak, or the battery can't keep running and pumping fuel out onto the ground, and then you catch fire and blow up. Nobody likes that. And they said, well, that's the problem. And the first place I took it, we towed it, and they said, yeah, that's the problem. That'll be $500 to fix it. And we had lost our mechanic that we loved, and so we couldn't go there. He'd quit, he'd retired. And I didn't know where else to take it, but I wasn't going to pay $500 because the dumb switch was $70, right? And so I just said, why don't you can you bypass it temporarily, and I'll figure out what to do. And they said, yeah. So they charged me like $150 to diagnose it and bypass it. Okay. I ordered the switch and I put it in. And then it ran for a while, and then it did it again. So I thought, well, that's weird. And so I got another one. Maybe it's defective, right? But this is a well-respected auto body place, or auto engine repair place. And so I just got another one because they were cheap. And I put another one in, and it ran fine for a while. And then it did it again, and this time I need to move. This time
Does it look there dark?
I'm in a bad spot in a bad way. So this time, when it failed, third time, I noticed that when I reset it, it didn't feel right. And so I unhooked it from the quick connect and noticed that it was melting the connector. Well, that's weird. So it seems like it's some sort of electrical thing. Well, by then I'd found a better mechanic. I took it to them, and I do love this mechanic generally.
Airstrike
And they
online.
said, yeah, we replaced that wiring, and it shouldn't do that. But we're not seeing anything particularly wrong with it. We've gone through and checked everything, and we recommend you take it to there's a place in town that does electrical system kind of stuff, right? And have them go through everything,
Online.
because we think it might be electrical related. We can't do that here, or don't do that. So I took it there, and they wanted $350 to go through everything, and I said, I'm not going to do that. Still, no fix for the thing. And it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens when you need it to not happen, right? And the more it kind of happened, the more it just felt like it's a fuel delivery problem, not an electrical system problem.
Need assistance.
So then I was thinking it had vapor lock. It just felt like vapor lock to me, even though it didn't have, it had fuel injection instead of a carburetor. So I did a little more reading and searching, and I found, but lo and behold, you can get vapor lock on this fuel injected Ranger under certain circumstances. And it's because there's fuel in a kind of a reservoir area underneath where the air comes in, and if the engine's the right temperature, it can cool. It stays too warm in this little area, and it'll vaporize, and it won't get into the flow of the injector. And usually they said that can be a problem with the fuel pump not giving it enough pressure to overcome that. And I was sitting getting a burrito downtown with Jennifer, and it died, or it didn't die. Some lady's car conked out at the intersection, and so I jumped up from the table and I ran across the street to help her get it off the track of traffic. And one of the guys sitting across at another table jumped up and came over and helped me. And he recommended that she like triple pump all the way down. I think it was triple pump all the way down, and then try to start it, because that will reset in her model something about it starting correctly, because it's flooded. It'll reset it, so you can deflood it that way, right? And it worked. And I said, how did you know that? And he said, well, I'm a certified Ford
I probably touched his
mechanic trainer. We're here in town. Me and my buddies over here. We're here in town training Ford mechanics at the Ford dealership. I said, oh, really? So I gave him a quick rundown of what was going on. I said, I think it's my fuel pump, and I'm getting vapor lock because my fuel pump's not overcoming that with enough pressure.
Target spotted.
And he said, I think you're right. I said, really? He said, yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. I said, thank you. So then I went and looked online, and it was like $500 to replace the fuel pump. And they lift it up on the lift, and they take the fuel tank out, and then they drop the drive shaft, and it's like, what? And then I saw somebody else say, you can just take the bed of the truck off. There's 4 bolts, and undo the lights and lift and pull it off with 2 guys. And so that's what I did. I pulled it off. I got a fuel pump, put it in there. I think it was $750 is what they wanted to change it. And haven't had a problem with it since. It's been fantastic. And then it needed a tune-up, so I did a tune-up, plugs and new plugs and wires and a few other things that it needed, and it's running like a champ. It's running like it's brand new again. It has been for a year and a half. So it's fantastic. So I can do it. I don't like to do it. Is it because I'm lazy? I'm not sure. Or it's just not my thing. Maybe it's a little bit of both. So there you go. That's my certified ranger training verification diagnostic story. So much bending and stuff. Got it done. It was so much bending. Yeah. Well, and knuckles, right? You get in these tight little spaces sometimes. It's like, what? If you don't have the special tool.
Oh, yeah, it was your last match, Doc?
That was, yeah, I should go to bed. All right. Thanks for the save there, Kodo. I appreciate the drops. Hanging with you. Pictish, great to see you. Hope to see you again, and come drop with me. Hellbringer, thanks for hanging out. Hope you're feeling better and better. I think TDA, Stalker, you're still here, probably. And again, thanks for being here. Everybody else, thanks for watching. This has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life with me, your host and guide, Dark Marauder, leading you into the darkness, wherein you'll probably be forgotten and cast by the wayside. Or I might come back and find you and lead you back into the light of an oncoming PBC barrage. Till next time, be good to each other, take care of each other, and be sure to shoot each other's designated targets. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Oh, yeah. Good night. Sleep well. You too. Pictish, you too.